guys, welcome to Keeping It Simple Crafts. Today we are going to be making a fall wreath using a splatter screen from Dollar Tree. You are going to need a splatter screen, and if you cannot find one with a knob, the one with the handle will work just fine. But you'll want to remove this knob. And I found this cute Scarecrow at Dollar General, and it's metal. You will also want to go over your splatter screen this placemat, and this is a gold placemat, and it's Mainstays brand, and this came from Walmart, and I believe it was around $1.97. And so we will be using some floral stem wire to wire our placemat onto our splatter screen. You will need a couple zip ties. You're going to want some Floral Picks, and mine came from Dollar Tree. And I also picked up a package of the 50 count maple leaves from Dollar Tree. And here's some decorative pumpkin picks. And then I am going to be using some deco mesh. Now I may be using some 6-inch and also some 10-inch on this wreath, but this deco mesh came from Dollar General. And then you're going to want some ribbon. You'll need some floral stem wire also. And then we found some cute acorns from Dollar Tree. And you're going to need your hot glue gun and glue sticks, your scissors, some wire cutters, and I will leave everything, a materials list, in the drop-down box below for you. So if I left out something, I'll write it down there for you. You could spray paint your splatter screen if you wanted to, but I'm just going to take my floral stem wire, thread it through the placemat and through the splatter screen. And this is just 20 gauge floral stem wire. And I'm gonna go to the back and give it a few twists. And then I'll cut the extra wire off and fold it down. Now I'm going to add probably about 4 wires on the back of mine because I want the placemat to stay in place. I added 5 wires to hold on my placemat to my splatter screen, and I just folded the wires down, and you could take some felt pads and hot glue them over the wires if you wanted to. Okay, my fall floral picks all came from Dollar Tree, and I have 2 of the Gerber daisies. I have 1 of the maple leaves, 1 of the mini mums, and I'm not sure what this is called. I think it's wheat. Okay, I'm going to put the taller pick in the back, which is the maple leaves, and then I'm just going to fluff my flowers. I'm just going to form a bouquet with them. And you could add some of those tiny decorative pumpkin picks if you wanted to right now. But I am going to zip tie my bouquet together. I'll trim off the extra zip tie that's hanging out. Before I add my bouquet, I am going to add my Scarecrow, and he is just a little bit heavy, so instead of adding pipe cleaners to the back of him, I am going to use this little hole that they provided, and I'm just going to take some floral stem wire, thread it through the sign, and I'm kind of going to put it on the right side of my splatter screen at an angle. So I'm just going to wire the sign to it. And to hang this wreath, you'll want to thread a piece of floral stem wire through the top of your splatter screen, make a loop, and then you're ready to hang it on your door. Okay, here we go. So let's give this a few twists. Okay. And my daughter pointed out to me that I forgot to add the wheat into my bouquet, so I'm just going to leave it off. But what you're going to want to do is grab a piece of your floral stem wire, and you're just going to secure your bouquet onto your splatter screen just like you did your sign. So just thread it through the splatter screen, go right above your zip tie. You're going to pull it tight. And we may have to hot glue our sign or also figure out another way to add a wire to the bottom in just a minute. But so just go right above the zip tie on your bouquet. Then you're going to go to the back and give it a few twists. And I'll add 2 wires so that my bouquet does not move. Okay, I went ahead and added a second wire on my scarecrow sign. I just added it right here and then threaded it through the splatter screen, went to the back and gave it a few twists. So now it should stay in place. And then I went up a little higher on my bouquet and added a second wire to it, so it should stay still also. And then I just fluffed my flowers. Okay, you're going to want to use some ribbon with wire, and this is the 2.5 inch, and this ribbon came from Hobby Lobby. So let out a tail. You're going to make a loop and pinch it in your fingers. And if it has a design, sometimes you have to twist to keep the design on top. So you're just going to go back and forth, making the loops the same size on each side. Like I said, sometimes you have to twist to keep your design showing. Okay, I think that's as big as I'm going. So I'm gonna let out a tail. I'm gonna trim my tail at an angle. Okay, and I decided I had some of this 6-inch deco mesh left over from my last wreath, so I am going to also include it as a tail on my bow. So I'm just gonna kind of find the center of it and put it in the middle of the bow and keep it pinched tightly in my hand. Then I'm gonna grab some floral stem wire and wrap around my bow. So keep it tight in the center and give it a few twists to secure the wire tightly. Do not cut off your wires because you're gonna use your wires to attach it to your splatter screen. Okay, now you're ready to fluff your loops. Okay, I decided I am not going to be using any of the 10-inch deco mesh, and I just used a little bit of the 6-inch. So we're gonna take our bow and we're going to thread the wires just above the zip tie. Just thread it through the splatter screen, and then you're gonna go to the back and give it a few twists. Then you'll have to fluff your bow once again. Okay guys, and this is how it looks with the bow added. And I think we are going to add a few of the fall leaves and maybe a few acorns, and then we're going to call it complete. I added some maple leaves and some acorns, and I just did not like the way it looked, so I was kind of glad that I left out the wheat. So I ended up zip tying together some of the little tiny pumpkin picks and the wheat. And what I'm going to do now is I am going to wire this little bouquet. I'm going to thread it through under the scarecrow, and it will be kind of on this side. So give me just a second and I'll show you. I thought the bouquet on the right side needed a little something else, so I took a maple leaf pick and cut a few pieces out of it and added, and I also cut a grape leaves pick and added a few pieces out of it. And then I, at the bottom where the zip tie is, I made a little tiny bow with the Dollar Tree glitter ribbon, just a simple bow, and hot glued it on. And then I had some extra maple leaves from where I cut them off for the right bouquet, and I just add the extra ones in on the left to make it a little bit fuller. So just if you want to add more leaves, just add a little hot glue to the stem, then carefully place them in, just kind of thread them in and hold for a little bit. But that's it guys, very simple. The scarecrow came from Dollar General, the placemat came from Walmart, and most everything else came from Dollar Tree. Now the ribbon with the maple leaves did come from Hobby Lobby. So let me know if you have any questions, guys. I will add a materials list for you in the drop-down box below. Thank you so much.